Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a fall makeup tutorial. I'm going to be going in with two different palettes. I pretty much have all my base done except for my bronzer and my highlight. So two palettes that I really like for the fall is the Saharan palette by Juvias, and I also like the Give Me Glow Cosmetics staple palette. This one is such a good deal. I believe I paid around $50 for it, and as you guys can see, it has so many different fall shades, but I felt like this one has a really deep fall shade, so I wanted to take some from this palette and use like Jamila as a transition. So I already have my eyes primed, and if you guys are interested in knowing what I'm wearing on the rest of my face as far as foundation, concealer, my powder, and my brows, I will leave it all linked down below. So the first palette that I'm going to be going into is the Saharan palette. I'm going to be taking this shade called Katsina. I will leave the names as well in the description box, just because I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this on my eyelid, just like starting from like the outer part of my crease and then blending it towards the inner part. And we're going to be working this shade in circular and windshield wiper motions. And you don't need to use a lot of it. Like I said earlier, we're only using this for mainly transition shades, just because I find that this one has a really beautiful crease shade. The one in the Give Me Glow is very light as well, but I find it's a little bit more cool tone, and I did want to do like a warm look. I am planning to do more fall makeup looks. You guys can choose which palette you guys want me to use. I do have in mind either the Morphe 35 or maybe like the Huda Beauty Rose Gold for all of you guys that own it. I know that she just recently came out with her new palette, so if I do get the chance to pick it up, I will. And unfortunately, I don't own like the Jaclyn Hill palette or the Yes Please palette from ColourPop, but if there's any other palette that you want me to use, I can use it. For the Katsina shade, I'm using the Bdellium Tool 776 brush. It's similar to like a MAC 217 or any other like flat like blending brush. Once I have that shade in my crease, I'm going to be taking Jamila, and I'm going to be working that in with a Luxie 231, and I'm just going to be going in with that shade and putting it in my crease, so a little bit lower. Okay, then just to deepen up that shade, I'm going to take the shade called TBT, which is this orange shade, and I'm going to take it on the same Luxie brush and then blend it out with the Bdellium Tools 776. And these shadows are actually really pigmented. The staple palette I believe is in stock, but Give Me Glow is like a new indie brand. It's actually located in here in Texas, so if you guys are from like the area, I definitely recommend them. I don't think they have a store, and you still have to order online, but they are really good if you want to support any like local brands. Okay, and then to deepen the look more, I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is a shade called Adorbs. And then I'm going to be placing that the same way that I've been placing the other shades, so in the inner and outer corner. Okay, and then I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Conceal on a small little detail brush, and I'm going to be cutting my crease, but I'm not going to be cutting it like I normally do. I'm just going to be cutting where I want my halo eye to be. So just like look in your mirror or whatever you have in front of you, and then place like the concealer right where you want the halo eye to be. You can look up and then just place this a little bit more above. And then I'm going to be grabbing a small little eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be grabbing this shade called Selfie, which is this beautiful copper shade right here. And I'm just going to be adding that exactly where I just added that concealer. This also just helps with making the shadow pop out a lot more. And these stick right onto the lids, especially with the brush that I'm using, which is like a really precise little concealer brush. And then just taking the same brush that I was using, I'm going to take a little bit more of Adorbs and then just apply it on the outer parts and the inner part again. And with this, you're just going to make sure that the shadow doesn't look like it's just been placed there randomly. It's gonna look very blended. Just taking some of a Selfie on my finger, I'm going to be placing that right on top. And then just taking some of Follow Me, which is another shade in the palette, just adding that to kind of the center, just to make it look a little bit more duochrome. And then really quickly, I'm going to grab some of my Tarteist Pro, and I'm going to be doing a wing, but I'm going to be smoking the outer part out, so we're only going to do part of the wing, really. For that, I'm just going to take this Dose of Colors brush and just kind of start sketching where my wing would be. Grabbing a little smudge brush, I'm going to grab this shade called Chad from the Juvias Place palette. And I'm just going to be smoking it out. And then with a little brush, I'm just going to flick out the outer part. For my lower lash line, I'm going to just grab the shade called TBT and start putting that right underneath. And then to highlight my brow bone, I'm just going to take the shade Precious Petals, this highlighter. I'm going to add that into the inner corner and to the brow bone area. And then I'm just going to be adding some brow gel. This is the e.l.f. mascara, and I'm just going to be adding that to my eyebrows. So just to make this more glittery, I'm going to add this glitter on top of where I cut my crease. just like right above. And I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the NYX Chestnut Lip Liner. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add this to the tops of my cheeks and wherever else I like to highlight. And for my bronzer, I'm going to be using Hoola by Benefit. I'm just going to swirl into it and start bronzing. And then for my liquid lipstick today, I'm going to be taking the shade Loved by Milani, but you can take also the shade called Cowboy. Okay, then for my lashes, I'm just going to be using some that I got from Wish. The style's like super just like wispy, and they're actually not that dramatic. So this is what they look like. Okay, once I have my lashes on, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. And just because I want some more definition for my lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and add the shade Adorable. And I'm going to be adding that to the center. And then just taking a smudge brush to blend it in. And that is it for this fall makeup tutorial. I apologize if the lighting in this video was kind of going in and out because I was filming in front of my window, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to like this video and also subscribe down below, and I will see you guys all in my next one.